Chris O'Neill from Brotherwise Games is going to join me today on another interview on a Friday afternoon at Origins Game Fair. And I have to say, Chris, it's pretty exciting to finally meet you because I'm a big fan of Boss Monster. I think the Gaming Gang was one of the first outlets who actually reviewed it. It was your first game that came out. You got a new game that's here at Origins we're going to talk in depth about. But first off, thanks for taking some time out to chat with me because your booth is super busy.
Thanks for talking to us. We love to talk to you guys.
And thank you for Boss Monster because a lot of people love that game. If they aren't familiar with it and haven't read my review, tell us a little bit about Boss Monster and some of the expansions.
You bet. So in Boss Monster, you are the big bad guy, the big boss at the end of a video game style dungeon, kind of a side-scrolling Mario-like dungeon that you build out of dungeon cards. You got monster rooms, you got trap rooms. Each of those rooms has a damage value, a special ability, and it's got a treasure value in there. And those treasure values lure in heroes from town. So it's you, the big boss, competing with the other bosses, trying to lure those heroes to your dungeon, slay them before they get to you and wound you, and take their souls for yourself. First boss to 10 souls wins the game. First boss to 5 wounds is going to lose it. So it's a race to the finish.
And it's got a very cool sort of 16-bit graphic style to it.
It does, it does. You can see our latest expansion, Implements of Destruction, and that sort of 16-bit look there is very iconic of the game. So we had a lot of games coming out around the time Boss Monster did that were doing that pixelated look.
Right.
And it's really been popular with our fans.
One thing I appreciate too, and I was never a huge side-scroller or 16-bit. I was always a PC gamer. I get a kick out of all the little hidden kind of jokes and nods that are in the cards.
Yeah, so Boss Monster's become, I think, as famous for its Easter eggs as for its gameplay. So we don't just draw from old video games, we try to draw from all across popular and nerd culture. And
Alex Trebek?
Yeah, we got Alex Trebek in there. We have, if we've never met anyone who can catch all the Easter eggs.
No,
so,
I certainly,
yeah, it usually takes a team of people to do that.
So that's Boss Monster, and that's been out for a while. And you got a brand new release. Looks very cool. Looks very unique. The art style looks really, really unique as well.
Yeah.
It is called Unearth.
It's Unearth. We've got her right here. So Unearth is our latest release. This was designed by Matthew Ransom and Jason Harner. They're some designers we met at Gen Con a couple of years ago. They're first-time designers, but we think great things are going to come from these guys. Unearth is just a terrific first effort. In Unearth, you play a tribe of Delvers. The Delvers are represented by the different dice that you have. So your tribe, I would be the blue tribe, and I've got my big Overseer die, that's my 8-sided die. I've got my 6-sided Grunts and my 4-sided Gatherer. And what you're doing is you're competing against the other tribes to explore and excavate these lost ruins of your ancient civilization. Right. So we call it a little bit of dice placement light. We also call it bend your luck because you're not at the mercy of the dice rolls. You've got the ability to impact the dice rolls with these Delver cards, which you get at the beginning of the game, and you also get if you don't win a rune. So the winner of a rune takes it back to their tribe. Everybody else gets the Delver cards as consolation and can come back in another round and play even stronger.
Okay.
On the other side of that,
also trying to discover wonders as well, aren't they?
You are. So if you roll high, you're going to be claiming runes, but never fear, you can win Unearth in multiple ways. If you're rolling low, you'll be getting stones and using these stones to claim, to reclaim and rebuild these ancient wonders. It takes a ring of 6 stones to rebuild a wonder. Each of them has a specific formula that you have to do. And once you build one of those rings of stones and reclaim that wonder, it generally offers you points or special abilities, more ways to bend your luck, and more ways to sort of win the game. So it's a ton of fun. It's super simple. It's accessible to kids 8 and up. It's accessible to non-gamers. Your non-gaming friends are going to love this. It's also got a lot of flexibility and nuance and strategy for your more experienced gamers. So we're really excited about it. The buzz here at Origins has been terrific. Yes. People have been super excited about it. The art, it's called isometric vector art. Mm-hmm. It's popular in a number of video games.
Yes.
One of the things we wanted to do, we went from pixels with Boss Monster. These are called hexels. We went with hexels with this one. Right. So it at least feel familiar to our fan base.
Sure, sure. And Unearth is for 2 to 4 players, was it?
It is currently for 2 to 4 players. It's a $34.95 MSRP. However, we've got a pre-order campaign going on right now at brotherwisegames.com/unearth.
That's through July, if I recall.
That's through the middle of July. It's going on for a while. It'll also be the same deal we offer at Gen Con if you're there. But if you can't be at Gen Con, never fear. You'll get the $5 off the MSRP, the free shipping domestically, 4 exclusive cards, 2 new Wonders and 2 new End of Age cards, which affect the in-game.
Okay.
And we'll get it to you a week or 2 before Gen Con.
Sweet. Wait a second. Hang on. Con goers are supposed to get the games first.
Con goers are supposed to get the games first. They will get the
Actually,
same...
they missed out because they didn't go to Origin.
That's true. So they could play it here and get in on the pre-order campaign here, but anyone can get in on that pre-order campaign.
Sure.
The con release is just for those folks who would rather, see it there in person first or miss out on the pre-order campaign.
Of course.
We don't want them to pay just because they weren't online paying
And it's
attention.
awfully nice of you to offer them that same opportunity and that same discount.
Exact same deal. Absolutely.
Now, one last question I've got. Well, actually, I shouldn't say one last question. What else do you have in the pipeline? Do you have anything that you can share yet?
Well, we do. We've got a secret project which we're very excited about.
And it's titled Secret Project?
Well, it is.
Working title?
It's actually entitled The Game right now. It's something I'll be writing a column for ICV2 about the development of it and tracking it for a year.
Nice.
So people can sort of see what it's like to be a small publisher trying to make it happen in this incredibly crowded gaming world. So it's something we're likely to be our next Kickstarter. We didn't kickstart Unearth.
No, I know you
We
didn't.
wanted to go straight to retail with that one.
Right.
And we should have more to share about that sort of over the next few months. So, but I don't have anything more I can say on it now.
So we'll be awaiting more information about the game.
The game. Maybe more to say at Gen Con, so let's talk then.
Of course. So I really do have a last final
You bet.
question. So Chris, I understand Brotherwise Games was formed by yourself and your brother Johnny?
Yeah, Johnny.
Did either of you think when you were putting the final shrink wrap on Boss Monster to send it off to retail, did you ever think you'd not too long afterwards be sitting at Origins with a really good sized play area?
Yeah, no, we did not. When we launched that Kickstarter for Boss Monster in November of 2012, I called Johnny and said, don't worry if this doesn't get funded. We'll find a way to bail it out.
Sure.
And of course, we had a really terrific Kickstarter and went way over what we were looking for. And then when it came time to put it in retail, I said, don't worry if we don't get into a lot of retail stores. We'll figure it out. And of course, now we're at retail stores everywhere. So what I've learned is I'm a horrible judge of games, which is why I ask everyone else how the games are, and people are loving Unearth.
There are
they love it.
Quite a few people who are the heads of game publishers who are also very bad at judging.
I've stopped
games.
trusting my own
That's
judgment.
never going to sell. And suddenly everybody wants.
I'll tell you what it is. There's a lot of great people in this industry who help you out, but there's also just a lot of luck that goes into succeeding here. So we feel really grateful to our initial Kickstarter fans. They're the guys who really put us over the top. We're really grateful to our distributors and our retail partners. Everybody's really pulled their weight in making Boss Monster the hit it's been.
Fantastic. And hopefully Unearth is the next hit on the list.
Absolutely. And thanks to you guys for covering us. We really appreciate it.
That's what we're here for. Chris, thank you so much for taking some time away from your booth.
My
pleasure. Great to meet you,
pleasure.
and enjoy the rest of your show.
All right. Thank you.